Forget about sales, at least for now. If you're starting out in stock photography, or maybe you started and you feel stuck, I want to share some honest advice, some real world advice that might save you years of frustration. Trust me, my name is Charlie. I started in 2010 and I've sold over $200,000. I made over $200,000 selling stock photography, plus I made a lot more with photography clients. So here's the thing, I did start for the money, and that's what I want to talk about today. Let's start with a simple question. Why do you want to shoot stock photography? Is it money? Because, money is the same as freedom? Is it for fun? Or is it just to build a skill? Or is it because you have no other place to put your photos and you just want to see what happens? Let's see what... Ran out of space. What happens? Okay. There's 4 reasons to shoot stock photography. Money, because money equals freedom. You get to shoot what you want and do what you want to do. That's freedom. For fun, why not? It's cool. You upload photos, see what happens. When you sell them, you get excited. It's actually a lot of fun. To build skills, practice, techniques. You get to upload your photos. If you get rejections, they tell you why. So you get to learn and practice new skills. Or to let's see what happens. You upload photos, no attachments, let's see what happens. Now, if you're doing it for the money, I totally get it. Yes, I bought into it, I started doing it for the money, but stock photography takes a long time. You gotta build a solid portfolio and it takes a while. It's like YouTube, it's gonna take you a few years before you start to see some steady income. So if you're doing it for the money and you need money up front, then I wouldn't be doing stock photography right now, because it's gonna take a few years to build. All right, now, let me change it up a little bit. If you knew that you were never gonna make any money from stock photography, would you still shoot stock photography? Would you become a dentist if you knew that you were never gonna make any money from it? Well, chances are no, right? There's a lot of expenses. Would you learn how to play a musical instrument if you knew that you would never make any money from it? Probably. Would you learn martial arts if you knew that you would never make any money from it? Yeah, you're building a skill. It's healthy, it's good for you. It's like joining a gym. Would you join a gym if you never made any money from it? Most of us pay for a gym membership, even though we're never gonna make any money from it, because it's something that we're doing for ourselves, for our health, for our own benefit. It's just like playing a guitar or a musical instrument. We're learning a skill, we're doing it, and we pay to learn because it makes us a better person somehow. Now, if we look at stock photography in the same way as going to the gym or learning guitar lessons, it's to build skills. Every time you take a photo, it's another rep. Every upload, it's another set. And the best thing is that you're not paying for it. It's completely free. And this is exactly how I started. I started doing it for the money. I thought I was gonna make a lot of money quickly. But then I realized that it's a long game, so I started building skills. I knew nothing about a camera, so I started photographing objects and products and food and drink at home on the weekends. And then that turned into 1,000 photos. Now I was having fun with it. I was trying to figure out how to get more photos of the same subject and make it look interesting. So it became fun. Then I just kept uploading to see what happens. Is it gonna pay my cell phone bill? Maybe. Let's see what happens. So I just kept uploading and I kept up with it, and I did it for a long time. 1,000 photos turned into 10,000 photos and 30,000 photos. It wasn't fast and it wasn't easy. It took a long time. But that's exactly what stock photography is. I started to build skills. I was doing it because it was fun. And then that led to making some money. Again, it's a long game, so if you're doing it for the money, just don't. There's other ways to make money with your camera. Let's talk about tools here for a minute. I've seen a lot of misconceptions, a lot of lies on social media, TikTok and Instagram. People telling you can make thousands of dollars selling stock photos from your phone. And I have never met anybody or heard of anybody that's made over 10 grand with a phone. I know a lot of people that have sold more than $10,000 through stock using a camera, but never a phone. Now, if you know anybody or if you here had that experience, let me know in the comments. But the only people that I hear that say that they've sold 10 grand is somebody selling you a course on how to do it. So there's a lot of misconceptions. Like I said, I know a lot of stock photographers, and the only ones that are successful is because they treat it like a job and they have the proper tools for the job. That doesn't mean that you have to go break the bank and spend 10 grand on a camera and a lens. Phones are great for editorials, for editorial footage or stuff like that, but when it comes to pictures, they don't have the quality that a real camera has. So just keep that in mind. I don't want to lie to you. If you're gonna get into stock photography, it is a real business and there's real money. You're just gonna need the proper gear. Stock photography is easy. The main thing is to improve with every photo shoot, to stay consistent, to start now and upload consistently every week, every month, do as much as you can. But the trick is to grow with every photo shoot. That's where the building skills come into play. Because now, okay, I did this, how do I do that better? I do that with every video I make. Yes, I look back at videos I made a few years ago and I was like, I can make it better today. I look at lighting. I throw lighting everywhere in these videos. I have one over here, one there. I always move them just to see what works best. So I don't always apply the same formula because that doesn't always work. You want to learn, you want to practice, you want to switch things around to see what looks better. And that's the same thing with stock photography. As long as you're building skills and practicing and trying to improve from every photo shoot, you're going to do fantastic. The algorithm loves consistency. You have to stay consistent so that the algorithm can show your images to different buyers. You have to be very specific with the SEO, all the keywords, titles, descriptions. That's how buyers are going to find your images. But consistency is key. And if you continue to improve with every photo shoot, you're going to do fantastic. That should be your goal as a stock photographer, is to get better with every photo shoot. Build those skills. Don't do it for the money. Do it for improvement. Do it for the betterment of your craft. Not because you might make a few bucks here and there. Just do it to get better. Now, if you're just starting out, you're stuck in manual mode, you don't know how to use your camera, this is a great way to practice. And remember, I have a complete course to help you get off manual mode. Something that can help you with different camera settings, different situations. If you're trying to take pictures in nature, landscapes or something, you don't know what camera settings you have. It's there, what equipment I recommend for different situations. So if you want to learn a little bit more about this course, I'll put a link down below or up here somewhere and go check it out. There's 3 ways of enjoying it. You can become a member, watch it on YouTube, a perpetual license, or the booklets that you can take with you wherever you go so you have a reminder every time you're trying to do photo shoots. And there's more. There's also a commercial side of things. So if you're stuck with stock photography and you're not making the money, the sales that you need to make, there's 10 ideas on how you can make some money with your camera a little bit quicker. Whether it's family shoots, whether it's group portraits, whatever, you just have to get out of your comfort zone and approach these people. But practice first with stock photography and follow the instructions that I lay out in the course so that you can grow and get a solid portfolio that you can approach your clients with. If you made it this far in the video, please let me know why you're shooting stock photography down in the comments. I know I started for the money, but why are you doing stock photography? Now, here's the honest truth. If you're doing this for the money, don't do it. It's gonna drain the fun right out of it. You're not gonna like it. If you're gonna do it to build the skill, to practice, to get better at your craft, then absolutely start shooting stock photography today. It's gonna be fun, you're gonna enjoy it, you're gonna learn new techniques, new tricks, you're gonna get a lot better at photography, and you might even make some money while you're at it. But don't do it for the money. Stock photography changed my life, and so has this YouTube channel, which I started for the wrong reasons. I started because I thought it was a great way to make money. It's not. But over time, I learned a lot about lighting, about audio, about storytelling. I built confidence, and I'm a lot less self-critical. Well, I used to be terrible. That's growth that I never expected. So forget about the sales, at least in the beginning. I promise you that if you set a real goal, let's say 50 images a week, upload to stock photography for 1 year, that's 2,500 photos. If you do that for a year, you're gonna be a completely different photographer by the end of that year. 12 months, 52 weeks, 50 photos a week. It's an easy goal. And I guarantee you're gonna be a different photographer. I can't guarantee how much money you're gonna make, but I know you're gonna be a much better photographer. They say it takes 10,000 photos before you become a great photographer. Pro tip, set your camera on high-speed shooting. That was a joke, kinda. There are no shortcuts. If you apply yourself and you do this for the right reasons, you're gonna develop skills you never knew you could. Stock photography is awesome. It's a great way to build skills, have some fun, and see what happens. Usually, that will lead to money, but don't do it for the money. That's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.